Hi, I'm Amber.
And I'm Brady.
And welcome to
Poor Decisions with Drinks.
With Drinks.
Take two.
Take two.
Okay, you guys, so today...
What are we talking about today?
We're talking
What
about...
are we debriefing, unpacking?
Well, I think for the poor decision, this episode, we're foreshadowing here, guys.
Yeah.
Wanna know why? Because my girl's newly single. She's newly single, and I'm hoping that she has her own poor decisions, her own hotels.
Okay.
So we're gonna get right into it.
Uh-huh.
Amber, last year, damn, we've been talking about how 2020 has changed a lot.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed.
A lot of things have changed.
You started out the podcast in the
Single.
beginning single, right?
Single. Started out, okay, first of all, you guys, let's just, we
Well,
keep on
yeah.
burly.
Technically.
Burly.
Hanging on to single life by a thread.
Hanging on, getting back with my ex.
Yes.
It was the beginning
Yes.
of where we...
Because we had the whole relationship goals.
Exactly.
episode.
Relationship goals.
Wow.
Fast forward.
That's why.
And now my girl, we've swapped places.
Yeah.
My girl's newly single, but...
Right, in the transition phase.
In her
Let's say it.
transition.
I'm where she was then.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah.
Now. Whatever.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. So today.
So today we're talking about hotels. We're
Yes.
talking about Trey songs. We're
Yes.
talking about Malcolm and Marie.
Yes, just
We're-
a few different things that we've been listening
Yeah.
to. That's been popping up in the media. Things we've been watching.
Things that need to be
Just
discussed.
things that need to be unpacked.
Unpacked. Malcolm
No
and
pun
Marie.
intended.
Trey. Okay. Okay, trigger.
Yes. Ooh, trick or tray.
Trigger Trey. Okay, Malcolm
So
and
yeah,
Marie.
well, let's start on Malcolm and Marie because we both watched it last night.
Last night, y'all.
Wild Friday night, you know, me and my singleness, Brady with her man. Did you watch it with you?
Yeah, we watched it together.
So special.
Y'all, we're gonna pray for Amber because I also, you guys, this was me, so I completely get it. I was sad. I was like, damn, what is my like long-term relationship like? New frontier.
Yes,
I don't know how to navigate.
Yeah, that I'm
being
totally
by
feeling all of those things.
being
but
by myself.
There was like nothing I wanted to do more yesterday than like be by myself with my wine and
nice
watch
is
my
that?
movie. Yeah.
How nice is that?
And just like relax,
And look
eat
ugly.
my popcorn.
Yeah.
Like on the couch.
Yeah.
It was great. So
That's a beautiful thing.
yeah. I'm like, don't get me wrong. Like I'm okay. I'm
Yeah.
not at home. You know, slitting my
But
wrist.
it's also okay to,
But it's okay to be sad too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get a little
I
tear
have my
out.
moments.
You gotta get a little tear out every once in a while.
For sure. So Malcolm and Marie.
Yeah.
Where do we even start?
Okay, so I will start by saying it was not for the masses. It
Right.
was not, and I keep on telling people this, like, it was a true indie film to me.
Yes.
It gave me film festival vibes. It
Yes.
gave me American Skin. It gave me
Yeah.
Miss Juneteenth.
Yeah.
It gave me a crowd that likes to have discussion about
Yeah.
movies and films, and it may not be a happy ending.
Yeah.
It may not be a mainstream
Yeah.
storyline.
Yeah.
So I think that because it was such big
Yeah.
figures,
Yeah.
it confused a lot of people because
Right.
they went in very excited. It's on Netflix.
Right.
And
And
it's not for the masses.
Yeah, I think with COVID too, this could partially be for COVID. You know, a lot of movies are like based on screenplays, right? But then now we're seeing a lot of like screenplays actually like coming to life. Because even I watched, what was the one with Viola Davis? Ma Rainey's thing. And,
yeah.
or if you've seen Fences, that was so funny. It's also, those are produced by Denzel, I think.
But you know what?
But it's the same thing though, because it's you know, it's different, like different time period and everything like that. But essentially, lots of dialogue. It's basically a play on on screen.
But those I liked the like original like way way more.
But-
like I didn't like the like don't.
Yeah, but you know, it's like basically you're watching a play, but on screen. They're in the same setting.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of talking, which
Yeah.
it was essentially Malcolm and Marie.
Yeah.
They're in the same 4 rooms, like setting. It's just them two talking, like very monologue-y. And I feel like that's been a thing maybe because with COVID too, it's like less sets and everything. So now everybody's like, now's the time to bring my like screenplay to life.
Well, I also think it's because there have always been other outlets for this type of movie, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like all we have is our living room.
Yep.
So it's like they're
Streaming
bringing
service.
everything, and I actually really appreciate it because I was telling Amber like we don't have a lot of options in the Black community. I feel like it's very this movie needs to be for the masses. It needs to be a historical recollection.
Yeah.
It needs to be a feel-good movie. It
Or
needs to be a comedy. It needs to be one of those for it to fit, for it to grab the black, audience. And we don't have the option that,
everyone
white
else
America
has to just make every story deserves to be told. Like
100%.
It was a good story that could be told. It's
Exactly.
not for everyone, but
exactly, and we deserve that. We deserve for it to be for some people, and for it not to be for some other people. You know what I mean? And it to be a conversation. Like
every black movie, it has to like hit, or else it's like it failed.
And everybody has to like it.
So every black person has to like it. It has to be like for the culture.
Yeah,
so
for
there's so
the
much
culture.
pressure.
Yeah,
and this wasn't for the culture. It was just for those who are interested in reflecting and seeing something. But I think it was the marketing was misleading.
I think that because of who the people were, people were drawn to the movie because it wasn't a lot of marketing.
The Netflix like little reel that like goes like before you watch the movie. I didn't watch the actual trailer, but they showed like the love scenes, like kissing, like I think, and it's like black and white. So I think people thought it was gonna be like sexy, like you know what I mean. And like Brady said, the people who was, but also just I think the intent was actually to surprise, but I think people were like, "What the fuck did I turn on?"
Yeah.
Instead of like, I think it's good that now some people watched it, so like people can choose like if you want to watch it or not.
Yeah, I agree. I can see that. I did not see that. I didn't look at it.
Like people were all asking, like somebody messaged me and they're like, "Let me know how it is. Like I want to watch it on Valentine's Day."
Oh no!
Like people were like thinking it was like a love, like a romantic film. So I'm like, no.
You know what? You're right. It was mismarketed.
I'm like, people were like waiting, like, "Oh, I'm gonna."
But didn't it say this is not a love story? That was a part of the
marketing. I think people like think it's like this is not your typical love story. Like even that, people were like, you know what I mean? Like I mean,
you know what it is? We didn't know what to think.
You didn't know what to think.
We didn't know what to think, and we don't
like
have
they literally
a lot of options.
This is not a love story.
No. Before you come,
this is not. But like I think people even took that as like.
Oh, it's a
not
love
for
story.
Face, like face.
Always a love story. No, 100% agree. That's interesting. I think the platform was mass, so obviously you're going to have a lot of opinions.
Spoiler alerts now, right?
Spoiler
jumping
alerts,
in. Okay, so.
I thought it was also
I think before the spoilers.
Yeah, before the spoilers, I thought it was beautifully done. I thought that the visuals were really beautiful.
Great cinematography.
I love that it was actually in black and white. Like at first I was irritated, but then I was like, you know what? This is actually very beautiful.
Yeah.
I think for like the first time in a while, because what is the other?
It brought more like power to it.
I always say that A Handmaid's Tale is shot really beautifully. And I think the same about Malcolm and Marie. Like I actually was paying attention to like, damn, like when she's looking down at him, the camera is like literally looking down from her perspective. Like when he's looking up at her, it's like literally looking up at her. And it was just like, it brought, like it was about that. It was about the emotion and like making you feel what they were feeling at the time. But again, like I do not think that this was a film for everyone. I don't.
Yeah, beautiful cinematography, great acting.
That
was my first. I don't watch like Euphoria or anything, and Zendaya is like after my Disney phase. I'm a little older than.
I didn't even know she was on Disney.
Yeah, I'm a little older. I don't know. She had some show, I think.
Was she happy?
I don't fucking know.
Because she gets like only druggy vibes for me.
I don't know. So it was my first time seeing her, so I was like, wow, I'm like really impressed. She's so pretty. And then I was telling Brady, Denzel's son, which I don't even know his name. Baby Denzel, like it was everything to like I was like I'm literally watching Denzel, which me and another friend were just talking and we're like, I mean they are related, you know, like I act like my mama, I talk like my mama, you talk like your mom, so.
But he didn't look like Denzel.
Brady, no, they don't look alike.
So I didn't attach it.
It's the
emotion. Maybe
the delivery and the mannerisms, like even like how he played drunk is like. But
to me, that's the way he good actor.
And whatever the fuck Taylor, like you know, I'm like you are your daddy's son.
Okay.
Like
you're starting to win me over.
Yeah. But phenomenal job, like clearly trained by the best.
Yeah, trained by the best. All the emotions, like Juilliard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you went to Morehouse?
No.
Yeah. Was on the football team. I'm really single. If you missed it in the beginning, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know how old he is. I think maybe younger than us. I don't know.
Oh wow, he great. I'm so proud of him. Wow, that's a
breakout
beautiful
film. I'm
thing.
excited to see where it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, the actual
Storyline.
plot of it all.
The plot of it all. Okay, so I'm gonna go first because
Yeah.
Amber obviously has newly single feelings towards it. I thought it was really special for anybody who's had any type of relationship trauma.
Yeah.
And not even like the big trauma like somebody cheated on me. I'm talking about like the microaggressions that come along with being with someone and bringing like your whole self to a relationship with a past that the other person doesn't even, you know, may or may not know about. And I thought it was really relatable in that way because it was like it was like I was like looking, I wasn't looking at myself obviously, but I was looking at like, damn, like how do I deliver like how I feel to my partner? You know what I mean? Like how do the things that like are in my past, how does that, like if I was looking at myself in this scene, like damn, like am I as difficult as she looked? Am I as abusive as he was? Like, and it made me
was like, it made you like think and reflect upon like how I am. Yeah, me too.
Exactly.
I could totally relate to that. I was like texting the group chat while I was watching it last night. I'm like, this movie is fucking triggering. Like I'm triggered right now because I will say, and I told them, I was like, yo, this is how like me and my ex used to fight, like fights that like spiral and circle and you don't get anywhere until you're at the point of like, what are we even doing? Like,
and y'all were night owls because I would have been asleep.
But I mean, we wouldn't always be up like that, but like our fights would go on like that. And I'm honestly the one who's usually like, all right, like I'm done, like I don't want to talk about it anymore. And I would say like
you would concede.
He was very like, well, I guess how she was like would keep like
bringing something up.
But I will say the guy was the one, Malcolm, who always had the lecturing, which is like very a man thing. I feel like let me like how many times was he just like talking uninterrupted, like coming down on her? Like that was like, you know, kind of somewhat my experience. But
I feel like I'm the lecturer though, so that's actually interesting. Like I feel like my man doesn't have a whole bunch of words. Like I mean, he has a whole bunch of words, but he's also like, girl, like you think way too much, and like that's me.
That was my ex thinks way too much,
That's
and
me.
it's like but yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I agree with everything you said. Like, it was definitely like one of those things where like it's for the introspective, like who wants to like debrief and unpack and like talk about everything and like what they brought. I definitely related to it because I was like, I relate to Marie in just, you know, not necessarily what their argument was about and everything like that, but I just felt like she wanted to feel like understood and like seen, loved, valued, appreciated, like the list goes on. But I always say with like men and women, like women, we want you to understand our feelings. Like
like we want you to we want you to hear, like not just hear me. I want you to
genuinely understand and like know where I'm coming from. And like a lot of times like niggas just will not give it to you, and he would not give that to her. He would be like, I know I fucked up, I'm sorry, I said sorry a million times, I love you, da da da. But he never was like, I understand. Like I see how that made you feel, like all those
what,
things.
that actually makes sense to me. Right. You know what I mean? Because even like my boyfriend, like I feel like he sometimes I am just like I'm just talking and talking and talking. He was just like, I'm sorry. Let this be over. God.
Like let it just be over. Like he just wanted to move on. But she had so much like trauma, well, of her own personal trauma from like drug abuse and like being an addict and like her own personal shit and like trying to figure out her life. Like I kind of related to her. Like, who am I? Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, and then you're like upholding this person and you're seeing them like excel
with little appreciation.
So I was
in
like,
public.
I really related.
We can feel that though, because I think we're empaths also
to her. Like this nigga is just like on his like cloud 9 and like doesn't see like what I bring to like this relationship.
But also I play bad cop because it's like I very much, and I told Amber this, like I very much thought that like the bathtub scene where he gave it to her, like I thought that was necessary, and like it was hard because I'm a woman, obviously, and if that was being delivered to me, I would be like, what did you just say? And if I said that to my friends, they would be like, what? We're gonna kill him? But at the same time, like you really like it was like almost like an outer body, like you needed to hear what he said because you would never. Like you will keep going on with the narrative that you have painted in your head unless and you have fought me for it to say this and I'm going to tell you because you won't, you know, and it's like that's also like I'm bringing my truth to you because you won't let something go, and it's hard because it's like I would not receive that well, and I know I would not, but it's like that's what happens. You know.
I was also just still Team Marie and a little jaded. I mean, a little jaded because I'm just like, don't like deflect and bring up other things as like excuses to just still not like give me what I'm asking for. Like, so that was my only thing. Like, don't like, you know, bring that up to distract from like.
But do you think if he said?
But I do see what you're saying too. Like, she needed to be checked because, like, realistically, of course, like the whole shit wasn't just about her.
But would we have been okay with him saying, Marie, it's partially about you, but it's also about other people.
But I just feel like it wasn't like important to bring up the other people.
Like the details.
Yeah. Because I'm just like.
But would we have stopped?
Yeah, like would she have stopped? I don't know, but I think.
I don't know if I would.
I think like at the end, she was like, you know, this is me. This is just Amber putting myself into like if it was Amber. Like clearly I'm not stupid. Like I know you're gonna get inspo from like all different things and the culmination of your experiences. I think she says that, or like he says that. Like it's my experiences too. My grandpa, like didn't a family member or something come up too? But at the end of the day, like I'm still making my point is like the basis of this movie is me with all these other people.
And it wouldn't have been as good without me.
Yeah, period. And I love that she says, she's like, you're so good at fighting, like why didn't you fight for me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
well,
deep.
I thought the most beautiful part was when she acted that scene. That was so powerful. And she was like, this is why you should have casted me because it was my story, and I felt that.
They didn't go into that enough either, like why he didn't cast her.
Yeah, because she said that she didn't try out. Remember?
Oh, but then after he was like, why didn't you do that audition?
Because she didn't want to try out.
So she didn't try it at all. Okay. So yeah.
So it's like
I would see like stuff like with her, like her own
inhibitions, her own battles, her own demons.
Stopped herself,
she stopped herself because she's like, I quit acting, and I get that. Like that's life, you know. Like we're all, you know, like we're all doing stuff and then correcting, doing stuff and correcting. And what are you gonna do? Yeah.
Crazy, but I thought it was a good film overall. Like I'm not gonna like watch it again, or I'm not gonna like. Right, but it was like something to watch and it was something to just appreciate for what it was.
Yeah.
And then it has a whole other element. I was telling Brady about like film critics, which I think is funny. And like I don't know the word for it. I don't know if the writer or you know whoever made it is like trying to be sarcastic or what. But Malcolm keeps like venting about like this one critic and like she's a white woman and like how she's like interpreting his film. So that just goes back to like what Brady was saying about like how like black artistry is like compartmentalized into like these certain things.
It has to be something, right? We got to call it something.
Yeah, it has to be like political, historical, whatever, funny. And so
the Lego
there's also like an element of, and that's what the critics were saying is like the writer is like talking about his own experiences like in Hollywood.
Yeah, I believe that.
Which I'm like, that's fine, let him vent.
Yeah. Which is also
the critics still said it was bad, which is like proves his point.
Exactly. And I also believe I felt like it was unrelatable for the masses because it is that's not like a vignette that like black people see often. Like film, like a black filmmaker. Yeah. I don't think that like we don't have stories like that. And I think that's why it wasn't received. Boy. Yeah, it wasn't received
it's just baby boy.
Yeah,
like, my baby daddy ain't shit.
Yeah, or he cheated on me.
Not just two like young people like arguing over just
and what it does.
Who they fundamentally are as people.
Period. That's it. That is it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really nice for that reason and a nice change, and I like where we're going with things. Like I said, like I like the films that I've seen this year, The American Skin.
I haven't seen American Skin.
Gotta see it.
Watch it.
The Miss Juneteenth, like those.
I didn't see that either.
You need to, those are all like I feel like in the same realm.
Yeah.
Make you talk. you know, like we have like the Black experience is so dynamic, and we just we need to see it. And I think that, you know, there's definitely a market for it. It may not be the larger market, but we deserve to have options. It's good
for the larger market to be like, you know, when we are arguing like this, we look fucking crazy. And so, like, how can we be better communicators and, like, you know, it's just kind of like, it was like literally a spotlight, because one of our friends was like, I feel crazy after watching that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't feel so crazy. Like, you know, maybe because I'm numb, because, you know, if you have been in, like, a toxic relationship where there is like emotional abuse and like both people are saying like really hurtful things, like that was something she kept saying too, like don't be like hurtful, don't be, because like a lot of times in an argument, like you take it there, like you say that
things
shit
that hurt me,
that like
you know it's gonna cut,
gonna cut, and like you can't take back. And you know, you could say like, oh, I didn't mean for it, and that you at the end of the day, you say what you mean. Like those are your deepest like feelings that come out. So I know it was just good to kind of shed light on that, just, you know, so that you could be better too. Like I feel like people could come out of that as like, you know, better people in their relationship. But so many people were DMing me like, nah, see, I don't argue like in my relationship. And I'm like, that's beautiful. Like I really do think like a lot of people don't be arguing, like not like that, like, which is good.
Oh yeah, not like I mean, but the thing is like, you never had that. Like,
I know this one nigga was like, he don't be arguing. They had one argument, that was it for them.
Okay. I mean, that's not a regular thing. I've definitely had a heated conversation, and it may not have lasted that long because I'm a sleepy girl and I like to go to sleep. Yeah. But I mean, it's definitely been as dynamic as that was. Yeah, for sure. So anyway. That's Mama Marie. That's Mama Marie. It gets 5 stars for me. 5. I mean, what's the rate? What's the scale?
I mean, I think it's 5.
Oh yeah, 1 to 5.
Yeah, I was just surprised you're giving 5 full stars.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was 5 full stars for what it is. Like
yes, for what it was.
Exactly. I think what we need to get out of is the mindset that we're comparing it to like other films. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sylvie's Love. Did you watch Sylvie's Love?
I did watch Sylvie's Love.
I watched Sylvie's Love too.
See, Sylvie's Love would be a 4 for me.
Same, because I think for what it was, it ended weak.
Yeah,
like it started 100%. So strong, and then the ending was like,
I wasn't thinking the whole time. I was definitely not, and I didn't talk about it the day after.
Yeah, it was like cute, but it the ending was like lackluster.
I think it went on too long for me.
Right.
Like it was dragged out. Like okay.
Yeah, it was dragged out. Like once they like got back together, it should have been the happy ending.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
The happy ending. Cool. So, hotels. I'm loving the hotel. It's speaking to me. We wanted to talk about Jasmine Sullivan's project that came out a few weeks ago. Hotels, Heaux. Hotels. And it's just like a vibe. I mean, like, I think you go through a lot in relationships.
Of course.
And like, I was in my relationship since I was so young. So I feel like I didn't really know myself, and I just really, it comes down to me at the end of the day. I'm just like, you can't bring your full self to a relationship if you're just like not happy, comfortable, confident, and know yourself.
And know what you want, know what you like.
Like, so that's like what I'm on, spending time with me, figuring out what Amber wants, doesn't want, is looking for in a partner, all of that. So.
Well, you guys, I'm hoping she has a lot of poor decisions.
With a lot of poor decisions. With the Jasmine Sullivan Hotels is the soundtrack to my life.
Okay, exactly. Okay? So hopefully we're reporting a lot of poor decisions that my girl makes that end up in some good decisions. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna speak it.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Period.
Let's
go.
Are
we gonna go song by song?
Song by song. Tell me your favorite and let's debrief.
Okay, the only song I don't like is Price Tags.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's a bop.
Yeah, I'm just like.
I think you're in a different place
to
me though.
Yeah, that's my least favorite.
It could be my least favorite.
Okay.
It could be
like I skip it. That's the only song I skip. Otherwise, no skips.
I don't skip it. I also actually want to backtrack a little bit because I wanted us to just focus on how underrated Jasmine Sullivan has been. And I say that because I have underplayed. Amber has been a fan.
I'm a day one Jasmine Sullivan fan. Like, bust the windows out your car. Fucking need you bad. It's so crazy because I always tried to get my mom on Jasmine Sullivan because I feel like she would relate to her from a lyrical standpoint. And she just was like not fucking with it. And actually, like me and my really good friend, you know, DeQuandre, like I always say we got close because Jasmine Sullivan, because she came to do Neo Soul for Homecoming, which is like a concert for Spelman and Morehouse, and I was like, can you please take me to go see Jasmine Sullivan? Like, can you get me a ticket so I can go too? And I was already graduated at this point.
Yeah,
this
so
was
she
like
had to sneak in with the
2016. I had to
kids.
sneak in with the kids to go see Jazz. So I've always fucked with her, but I'm so happy she's getting like more acknowledgement.
Yeah.
She took a little break. I don't know if you knew her whole story, that her mom was sick. Actually.
Oh no, I didn't know.
I think her mom has breast cancer.
Mm.
So she's been dealing with like a lot with her mom, like kind of took a break to take care of her. And that's also how she lost a lot of weight, because she went vegan with her mom.
Oh, wow.
For like, it's just like more holistic, like,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. So I feel like she's in a good space now, like looking good, feeling good. I think her mom's cancer is like,
Remission?
yeah, something she posted about it. Something good happened. So she,
Okay.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
she's like really happy. So that's
She's in a good space.
She's in a good space, yeah.
Okay. So, Honesty Hour. Has Jasmine Sullivan ever had an album that was consistently this good?
So
since you have,
I think her last album was really good too, but you didn't like it.
I mean, yeah, I was like, is that Lions and Tigers and Bears?
No, so it's not. That's the one that has like
Oh, yeah.
what is that? Let It Burn.
Let it burn.
Also, I have to say, did you know she's an Aries?
Oh no, but I can. Now I'm.
I was like, it all
invested.
makes sense. So also like the R&B girls, her, Ari Lennox is an Aries, which also makes sense.
It's making
based
sense.
off of her, and Summer Walker.
It all makes sense.
And Jasmine is funny because like a lot of her songs, she talks like, you know, price tags on the other side, and like she has like Mascara and like songs on her last album where I feel like it's like kind of joking, like, but it's in a way that like the girls are still bopping to it, but she's actually like talking shit, right?
I
She's
don't know.
funny to me. I'm like such a Philly bird.
So
Like,
I love this album, but I didn't feel like I got her hotel. Like I thought, like I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if like, you know, she was telling someone else's story or hers.
act like she tells other people's stories, but I feel like it's also like
It's a
an
cop-out.
Aries thing. A cop out?
I think.
I just feel like
I feel like we do that. Like I feel
yeah,
like,
like you're not gonna
let me
know
tell you
about
something,
me.
yeah.
You gonna I got all the tea, but when it comes to my tea, baby, don't stress yourself trying to find out.
But don't worry, I got my own hotels, but you're not about to know.
You ain't about to know.
Yeah. All that to say, we love you, Jazz.
We
We're
love
so
it.
happy that you're resurrected.
Yes.
For some of us.
Yes.
We're happy that, you know, not just the cult followers are listening to your music, and we're happy that you're doing well and that your mom is doing well.
Yeah.
My favorite song,
Yeah, which is it?
On It.
Yeah.
On it, on it, on it, on it,
Yeah.
on it,
On
on
it,
it, on it,
on it.
on it.
I love
On
On
It.
It. I can't even pick a
On It.
favorite. Cause I'm like from the beginning when she was like, gotta stop getting fucked up. What did you have in that cup? I said, oh bitch,
This
I'm
is me.
getting PTSD.
Yeah, is this me? Who is this me talking to me?
Right.
Is this me?
But On
talking
It
to
is
me?
ooh.
Yeah. I think
Yes,
On
they
It, I
took
think
it there.
Price Tag.
No. On It for me, my top 3 would definitely be On It, Girl Like Me, and do I say Lost One? I don't know.
And
It's
they're on the
like
sad shit right now.
Lost One?
It's good. It is good. It is.
That's
in
a
its
song
own.
that you could just cry to. If you
Yeah.
ever need a crying song, like Lost One is it. Like just turn it on, take a shower.
Yeah. It was a song made for us. I mean, it was an album made for us. It was funny. I was in the hair salon and somebody, one of the girls I was talking to, and they were like, "She's telling all of our business," and I was like, "All of our business," and I'm like, "She really is." But I think the moral of the album is like it felt good because it felt like my friend wrote it. Like it was like girl talk.
Yeah.
Like it also like put things into perspective. Like we are sexual beings, and I love that, and I love to, you know, that we're talking about that more because I feel like, you know, guys have been talking about that for so long, and we are not able to
like
express our sexual
liberated
self.
and like sing a song about like I want to sit and spit on it.
Yeah.
Tell me why you deserve it.
Right, but you like it, but you don't want me to say it on a song.
Because even like with, you know, Cardi WAP, like wasn't it like crazy the
controversial,
Republicans? Like it was in politics, like. Come on, but guys can talk about anything.
Anything, literally. What is the song that's disturbing to me right now?
Throw Baby.
Throw Baby. Honestly, the remix.
Oh, I love the remix.
Y'all, I mean, like I do feel dirty when I listen to that.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
guy.
like they took it there. Like on the scale of like 0 to 100, of like risque.
Yeah.
It's like they took it there. It's
And
like
I feel like it was like Jasmine, like that is like she's my vibe.
it was like a little more tastefully done.
Yeah, it's like my speed. I'm sure that people talk like that. Like,
my throat crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure, but not I.
Yeah.
So it was a little less relatable for me.
And I think like another thing about Jasmine's album is like it really is like healing. Like I saw something that's like you have to acknowledge like everything to like move forward. You know what I mean? So like even with bodies, like acknowledging like I'm going through some shit, or like what's the other one where she's like talking about like trick on your nigga? Oh, I love that one too. What is that one? Yeah. Oh,
they make it say ooh.
Yeah, like, and I feel like that's something.
I
know I can't think of what it is either. But that's something that you have to like do, to, like acknowledging. Like I was really like dick whipped by this man. Like I was doing stuff I wouldn't
I'm embarrassing
do. Like,
myself.
I'm letting him drop me off at work and take my car. Like you know what I mean? Like
I'm
so
paying bills.
I think that's all paying bills. Like it's all healing, or like even
it's cathartic.
You know, the other side. Like I am looking for a come up. Like just acknowledging all the things of like that you go through and just trying to find you at the same time, which I think is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like she's airing it out, like when she said, "Oh, she's telling all my secrets," but it's like you have to like acknowledge it in order to like grow.
It was a very relatable album. Yeah. It was like it's where I am. It was like less like I love when it's like I love obviously like the Get Money songs. You know, they're very motivational.
Yeah.
But this spoke to me on a different level. I too have had some hotels.
Yes.
And it felt good that
I'm not the only one.
I'm not the only one.
Let's talk about the little stories in between too. Yeah. Those are hilarious to me.
So I will admit I was very confused at first because I was like, who is saying this?
The actual tales.
The actual tales. Particularly, I was the one where there was like some like girl on girl.
I know, you're like,
and I was
what?
Like,
did I hear that right?
Yeah, and I'm like, is this Jasmine? Is this somebody else? Which I love. You know, love who you love. I love it. That's great.
Right.
But I was still very confused.
Right.
I was like, who is this?
Right.
Did it ever say who it was? Or
no,
was
they
like
say like the names. Like they say like Rashida's Tale, Ari's.
So Ari's Tale was that Ari?
But Ari is really Ari. That's her actual voice. I don't think any of them are actually Jasmine talking. Because I mean, she would have said Jasmine's Tale.
But it's also funny, Ari Lennox, you really wanted to tell. That's just.
But also, I'm like, is there somebody? Oh yeah, she was like, put me on. I got a story. I can just see.
Girl,
it.
did she?
Somebody in the industry, right? Because she's like,
you know, I was like,
songs, let's get into it. But like, she's like, if you Google this person, you'll be like, didn't she say something like that? So
it would ruin my career.
It would ruin my career, bitch. Who you was fucking?
But it was so good.
This is my truth.
Yeah, this is my truth.
God, understand that this is my truth, and that's it. I love the ones with the old ladies too. Like, you have sex with your husband to get what you want.
Yeah.
Or did they say something like that?
Yeah, basically we're all tricking for something. We're all tricking for something.
And I thought the other one was really deep about like sex is my power, which is like, whew.
You had to be ready for that one.
You had to be ready for that because I feel like that is where, like that's like we grow up talking about with our moms. Like don't give it up easy. Like your body is your temple. Yeah. Like you are the prize. But then so many women feel like that's all you have.
Yeah.
Or like that, you know what I mean? That's your power in a relationship. So you feel more like, you know, willing to.
I don't know, and it's also like an interesting conversation because like, I don't know, the older I get, I feel like it's okay to have crutches, especially for periods of time, like you were saying, like saying these things out loud are cathartic. Like no mistake is a bad mistake, right? And it's like you used your body in that way, and for that moment you felt powerful, and is that okay? I think so. Yeah. Like you may feel bad about it later for a point of time, but honestly, like who's to judge about like what you need at whatever time? Yeah. You know? And so I thought it was special. Yeah. You know?
No, it is. It's like they're all beautiful.
Yeah. And relatable. Like that has been me before. Like I have like woken up like, oh my God.
Like why did I do that?
Oh my God, why did I do that? But it was like, well,
can't take it back now.
Can't take it back now. So, you know, it is what it is.
It's only one time it don't count.
I'm not counting. in my numbers.
It don't count.
Okay.
Unless it happens more than once.
That's a good
a good rule to live by.
Words to live by. Batty Bird said it first. So with that being said, have all your hotels, ladies.
Yes.
Because you only live once.
Yes.
Whatever you need,
we were just
take it.
talking about our hotels from college with our friends, like recently.
Yeah.
We were talking about college, spring break.
It was also after college hotels also.
Yeah, it was a combination, but it's just like we all been there, done that.
Everybody, and look, we may go
Everybody
back.
needs a whole phase.
We
okay?
may go back. As long as you have insurance. As long as you have medical insurance.
Yes. A safe whole phase.
A safe whole phase. Okay, wrap it up.
Yeah.
On birth control, all those things, because some things you can't take back.
Yeah,
that's
some
all we're
mistakes
saying.
will stick with you for life.
Okay, and those are the ones that we
want to avoid.
We want to avoid. So speaking of hotels,
let's go back to Trey Songz. Woo, child. Okay, another thing I just have to put out there is I'm also day one, Trey Songz.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I think I went to his that was one of my first concerts.
I don't know. I feel like I'm still Team Trey. Like, there's been so much
I was
Trey
never not
Trey
Team
is
Trey.
gay. Trey, like I feel like there was like a phase that people were like off of Trey.
I'm Team Trey.
I'm Team Trey.
Whether he's gay, straight,
okay.
whatever he is, I'm Team Trey.
I'm following.
I mean,
okay, I don't know. Like I used to when I really got on Trey Songz was like the Ready days, or like even before the Anticipation one. Like I'm talking like 16, because I used to drive in my car and play it. And
yeah, we shouldn't have been listening.
I know, like what do I even know about that?
Nothing.
Nothing. But I used to just be like, and me and my friend, I remember we were in high school. Like we went to concerts in high school. Like you were, but like certain, I don't know. Basically, me and my friend got Trey Songz tickets. We were obsessed with Trey Songz. So we literally I had to come home from practice. Like I'm coming home from Palms practice, to hurry up, get dressed, to drive downtown. My friend Sarah to the House of Blues in Chicago to go see Trey Songz. And we literally that's how you know we're kids. House of Blues is sexy, whatever. We're pushing our way to get all the way to the front of Trey Songz. And it was so good.
Yeah,
and
it made your life.
It made my life.
Yeah, you were in love.
So I love Tremaine.
And the whole time you were looking like, pick me. I know.
Throw something at me.
Throw something at me. Please pick me.
And then it's so weird, getting older and Trey's still around, at the clubs, casually, and then later, niggas still single.
But you know what
there's hope now.
I love about Trey, I feel like he's always been around, but also very had his own life, his own private life.
He seemed private, and I feel until more recently he was really unproblematic. I feel he did well staying out of the limelight and any scandalous things.
I feel he's only out if he wants to be. If he wants people to talk about him
until 2018, 19.
Yeah, but did I miss the scandal?
So you missed the scandal. That's what we were talking about in the group chat. You missed the Keke Palmer thing.
Oh, see.
Which I don't really know all of the details of that, so I don't want to speak wrong on it. But she basically was people have come out and said he's abusive and stuff like that. And I feel her situation was something at a party. She didn't want to be recorded, and he recorded her.
This vaguely familiar.
Yeah, remember? I thought we
and then they got into an argument.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then there was another girl who was saying something abusive about him recently that came out. Somebody he was fucking with, I don't know.
I mean, well, after I saw that,
abuse me.
I can see why it's abuse, okay?
Okay.
No, but honestly, it's too much for me. So, I mean, everybody's ooh, I'm ouch.
Yeah, that video, if that is indeed
it's
Trey.
It's not real. But I like it. I like what you're doing here. It's funny. It's entertaining. We are talking about you, okay?
Yeah, I mean, speaking of throw baby, that's the energy that's needed.
I can't. I don't have, and you guys, I am usually team everything, be your own sexual self, but that is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. The pros, okay?
Yeah, so, scandalous.
I hope that was Ari's Googleable.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna speak that. Let's pray it was Trey. Yeah. No, every time somebody's video leaks, we always hit the group chat and we're who got the video?
Who got the video?
Who got the video? Find it. And our one friend can always find it. This time I had it on Twitter. I was I seen it on Twitter. Boop. Here's the link.
I just sent it to my mom.
Stop. What's your mama say?
She was that was disturbing.
Disturbing.
It was way too big. But I was talking to one of my friends on Instagram. She was I just sent it to my mama too.
Yeah.
Because it had to be talked about.
Yeah, it has to be. I didn't send it to my mom. And me and my mom usually, but no.
I mean, I just had to tell her what was going on.
But yeah, every time a video drops, like we have to talk about it.
Yeah.
So I hope some more videos drop 2021.
Yeah.
Who else leaking nudes?
Yeah.
But then it was like, wasn't all fake. Like then the man started his OnlyFans. Like it was a perfectly curated.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, and I'm not mad at that. It was fun. We need some light humor. It's like
Yeah.
we're coming after 2020. Like
yeah,
whatever we
that's
gotta
true.
do.
That's true.
Which is why I do think it's fake, because that is just that is not
Then
normal.
Dr. Miami like tweeted, he's like, stop asking me for the Trey songs. I'm like, let me find out y'all be getting work done down there.
Yeah, the internet is very fun.
I guess you get work done anywhere.
Oh, you can get work done anywhere. Oh, you can get work done anywhere. I was talking to one of my gay friends, and they basically told me that there's this whole surgery. I wish I had my phone, you guys, where like you increase like your testicle size, and sometimes like it's like a fetish to have like this abnormally large sack.
Ew.
Yeah, it's very disturbing. You can Google it later.
Well, actually, it was so funny. I you know, like now we've all been trying to get like COVID tests or whatever. So like
No.
during the summer, one of my COVID test plays. It's like Atlanta Cosmetic Urology, and I'm like, what the fuck is urology? And I
Cosmetic
cosmetic
urology.
Do you know what urology is?
Your track, urinary tract.
Okay, well I didn't know. That's like it's basically the male like gynecologist. Like it's the male like.
But women can go to
doctor.
a urologist too, right?
Well, this one was men specifically.
Okay. I mean, I feel like you have urinary
Well,
tract.
I don't know. Yeah, like you could. There's probably a urinary specialist, but I guess for the men, like the urology. And so, like when I was on that webpage, like yeah, they do all that like cosmetic, cosmetic dick work.
Yeah. I keep saying this. In 2021, you can be whoever you want to be, and that's okay with me.
Yeah.
But also, that's not real.
But they was doing COVID tests too.
Yeah, everybody's trying to get theirs.
Get your little government money.
Yeah, exactly.
So funny.
With that being said,
What else is going on? Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna wrap it up.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay to be a hoe. It's okay to have Trey Songz penis.
Yeah.
And I'm wishing that for you.
Yeah. I'm wishing that for myself as well. Hey guys, I'm Amber.
And I'm Brady.
And welcome back to
Poor
Poor
Decisions.
Decisions. We don't got no drinks. Well, do
We should
need to
cut.
get a drink?
Yeah. Check 1, 2, 3.